Crack open a cold one. It's boy time.
It's time for those boys. Pop in some cold ones. Bring all the boys, the young ones and old ones. The boys are all here. Bring on the parade, because boy time is here. Sponsored by Mike's Hard Lemonade.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's another episode of Boy Time, brought to you by Mike's Harder, the official drink of Go For It, Hell Yeah, and Why Not. Also brought to you by Pizza Hut. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. So we're back at it again with my boy Jacob.
Hola, amigos.
And our boy Gavin.
What is up, fam squad, everyone, amigos?
And just to get into it, I mean, it's a two-horse race at this point. We got Peter and we got Brian.
You
Anyone
really
else?
think they're the front runners?
Most certainly.
I agree.
I think Dean is.
Dean, he's like 25.
Yeah, he's a young pup.
He's
Yeah.
too young.
Too
Yeah,
young,
but
too
she
young
likes.
for a cutie.
I'm not saying she doesn't like him. Everyone likes him, but I think Brian.
But yeah,
Brian's kind of gross, but he's also hot. But like,
yeah.
he makes out. They just make out mostly.
He's the
Who
smooth
is
boy.
Matt? I forgot who Matt is.
He's the balding guy who dressed up
Yeah.
as a penguin.
Oh yeah,
in the first
Matt's
episode.
not gonna make it. Neither is Eric. Adam's too average too.
Yeah, so
So-
let's get into it. Instead of saying who's been eliminated, we're
No
just
one
gonna go with
cares.
who's left. We
Yeah.
got Peter, Brian, Dean, Eric, Adam, and Matt. So who had their money on Eric being the last black guy?
I did not.
I figured Josiah or, Demario at first.
Yeah,
Or Kenny.
those are my.
Yeah, or Kenny.
Yeah, Demario and Josiah
Well,
were the top two horses going in. I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought it would be a duel to the death between them, and I was excited for the rivalry too because they're both so cocky and braggadocious about everything.
No?
So that would have been fun to see, but alas. So, all right, so let's get into the news first. It's been, how many weeks has it been since we recorded? Like three?
Probably two or
Three-
three.
It's been
Two,
about-
Yeah,
three and a
like-
half. So by now it's ancient history, but there was a Bachelor in Paradise situation.
Scandal.
Scandalous.
Mhm.
So instead of breaking down the entire situation, because at this point it's pretty irrelevant, but for those that have not paid attention, on the first night of filming in Bachelor in Paradise, the producers, they told Corin and Demario that their relationship would be a storyline that season. So, yada yada yada. They both got super wasted and had had oral on camera. And then one of the
Amongst
producers, I think,
us.
they
Was
wanted.
that what
they-
happened? I didn't hear like the
Yeah,
specifics.
she sat on his face.
That's wild.
That is, Corinne is a crazy. She's a punk rock chick.
Nick is so mad he didn't put her in the top three.
That really was dumb of him to take her to the top four, not just let her go that one extra week for the fantasy suites. It really made no sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to this. Yeah, so a producer interfered, started pressing suits, and then within a few days they all had to go home. Show over. And then there's been a lot of he said, she said, or she did, he did, and lawsuits, but the investigation proved that there was no wrongdoing by the show, so they've actually resumed filming. Demario is going back, and Corinne is not.
What a shame.
It is a damn shit. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it now, but I was gonna watch if Corinne was gonna be on because
I'm interested
She's
to
a
see
rocket.
how they handle that editing wise.
yeah, I don't know if they're gonna show like the first few days of filming they did
No,
as part of the show, or is it
I'm
just
just gonna start over fresh.
Soft
I have
reboot.
I have no idea. So yeah, I'm not really taking a stance in this because I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's.
I can't like really place blame on anyone. Just yikes.
Yeah, it's a messy sitch, y'all.
It's kind of like, oh yeah, we watch a really trashy show.
Yeah.
Have a podcast about it.
Yeah, wow.
This is what we're doing with our lives. All right. Party.
We're adults.
Sure. So yeah, so let's getting on. Anyone else have anything to add to that?
Not really.
Demario, please come back on Boy Time.
Demario, those allegations, they'll chase you. So I think you need to do everything you can to get in front of the story, and just come on Boy Time. Set the record straight once and for all. I think that'd be his best line of action right now. But anyways, going to episode. So we skipped last week. We apologize for. I don't even remember why we skipped, but we had to do it to him.
There were some timing issues, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, we're back here for a supersized mega episode.
Oh, dude, speedrun.
So just a quick rundown of episode 4. There was there's a cocktail party with Lee and Kenny. They got into their altercation. Wow, this really is a long time ago.
Yeah, it feels like ages ago.
And they had their thing. Or whatever.
That's that thing.
Brady, Bryce, and Iggy got the can that night.
Good. They were all
Bryce. They were all. Iggy kept on. He's a gab. He just kept on blabbing everything.
Yeah. He was bad.
And then the crew heads to Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, and Rachel goes on her one-on-one date with Dean. They ride it.
Yeah, Dean has won me over.
Yeah, he's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. They go on a ride in the Goodyear blimp, sponsored by Goodyear.
Pretty fucked up for them to fly the Goodyear blimp on what has been a bad year.
They done fucked up and gave me a blimp.
Dean a blimp.
So the twist is that Dean is afraid of heights, so he's kind of quivering the entire time.
Hashtag relatable.
And then he kicked the pilot out of the seat and just took a nosedive with the blimp.
Yeah, and then they fucking Hindenburg that shit up.
Yeah.
They died. It's crazy how that's not the controversy, but this Bachelor in Paradise.
Then they cleaned up, had a shower, had their dinner date, and Dean's mom died. Cancer.
Not during the episode, but before.
But before, you're correct.
Not during the episode.
Right.
I honestly can't remember the details. It was just, I just remember he was young and it was sad.
He was a youngster. And
he's still young, so, but...
younger.
He was younger.
He was 12 or 13. His mom said, "I'm not coming home, son," and I was like, "Oh man, I don't need this while watching this show."
It really was a tearjerker, so he got the damn rose.
Yeah, and do we mention the horrible band that they dance to?
Oh, they're always
they do that. Yeah, they always get some random bands to promote their music on their show. It's never good.
It's always like a crappy country band.
Yeah, something
it's
like that.
It's never been any other genre.
Pine Grove going.
Adult contemporary, I think, is the general umbrella for most of it. But yes, it's all bad.
Yeah.
So then they had the group date with a yacht party on the boat. Peter had some bars.
Oh, dude, Peter's
Peter spit, dude.
Yeah, no, there's no two ways about it. That guy can get you a guy who can spit some bars and with a tooth gap.
He spit the bars with his mouth shut through his tooth gap.
Through the wire.
Yeah. Through the gap.
And then we had the spelling bee group date.
That was entertaining.
That was good, because that's one of those kind of things where you don't realize how important spelling is.
Yeah.
Then the best one was Eric. It was facade. It's PHSY.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was funny.
So, anyways, our boy Josiah, he backs up his talk and he wins the spelling bee.
Yeah,
gets that trophy. He starts kissing the trophy too.
It.
So
yeah, he's kind of a slow winner.
Here for the right reasons.
Oh, I would not that anyone gives half a shit, but during episode 4, it was not Iggy who was eliminated.
Right? It was Diggy.
It was Diggy. And speaking of Diggy, CustomCasket.com is your go-to for a personalized casket or coffin for your loved one's final resting place. Choose from thousands of styles, colors, and materials on our easy-to-use, Squarespace-made, and secure website, customcasket.com. Use promo code GOFORIT for 20% off your next casket. Use promo code HELLYEAH for 5% off of your artisan-made medieval coffins. Use promo code WHYNOT for a free tote bag. CustomCaskets.com, a good friend of the Boy Time Podcast and Mike's Hard Lemonade.
So I think that's about it for the episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really not much else to it.
It was a week ago. It was eons ago in this time. So now we get to the good part.
It was a weak episode overall.
Yeah.
So,
Aside
it wasn't
from,
great.
I mean, I didn't really enjoy the episode itself. I just enjoyed my brother commenting on the yacht party as, aside from RuPaul's Drag Race being the most homoerotic television experience of the summer.
I mean, what kind of better endorsement is there?
I don't know.
Should we start covering RuPaul during the off season?
I mean, Grant would be so stoked if Boy Time were to tackle RuPaul. I don't think you would understand how stoked he would be.
He's a big RuPaul guy.
He is the king of
the biggest
of the Drag Race. Yes.
All right, we'll have to look into that. Mm-hmm. So now, episode 5.
Episode 5
are part of the first of the two-parter.
Yes.
Kenny and Lee continue their epic duel with each other.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened in this one. Like there's just so many at this point. Look,
yeah,
they
were just bitching at each other because Kenny yelled, and then Lee said, "Oh, he's aggressive." Or they had one fight, and
it's one fight like 5 times.
Yeah.
Kenny should have suplexed him and just ended it.
Dude, Kenny should have called up Rhett Titus or whoever the fuck he's in a tag team with, and they should have suplexed that bitch right off the roof.
So I like the moment when on their couch and he's like, "You're a bitch, Lee."
Kenny was
You're
very
a bitch.
Didn't he say he was gonna like drag his dick across his grave or something like that?
That sound. A lot of it was bleeped out, so it's really hard. It's really hard to tell what he did and didn't say.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, so let's go with that one.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And going back, this episode was awkward because it was in the middle of like a group date.
Yeah,
but it was only like halfway through that week.
Yeah, it was really weird.
The past episode, Jack Stone had been given a one-on-one date card.
Yeah, no one remembered.
And nobody, like they just go to the dates like, what the hell is going on here?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And let's see what they did. They went dancing, I think.
Jack Stone is not a human being. Let's get that out of the way.
He's a character.
Jack Stone is either an alien who watched like 2 episodes of Three's Company and decided that's how human beings are, or he's a robot that's like supposed to like learn how humans are. He's not a real person.
He was creepy, dude. When she like asked what they would do if they went back to Dallas, he just wanted to like.
Yeah, you heard on going on about her dad.
I would lock the door, and we would just sit inside on the bed all day. That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
He wasn't the villain, but he was the pervert of the group. So
for sure,
I don't even know if pervert's the word, but I mean he was
creep.
Yeah,
he was kind of creepy, but and he kept talking about her dad. I guess because he's like a federal judge and he's like a lawyer, so like, I guess he's like a rock star to him or something.
Yeah, I bet he thought
he's
like
going on about her dad.
Yeah, like a cute conversation thing, but it was really
it was not cute at all.
Yeah, I want to meet that dad.
He was gross.
Mm-hmm.
He just kept talking about how great the day was.
Mm-hmm. He was having a good time.
No, he believed it too.
Yeah.
And then Rachel.
Yeah.
She sent his ass home.
Yeah.
Bless your heart,
Jack Stone, you gotta go.
You're in Dallas, Texas. Meet up with us.
Come on,
we'd like to have some beers, some Mike's Hard. We'd like to have some Mike's with you. Come to MacCon with us, Jack Stone.
MacCon 2017.
MacCon Dallas is going to be so lit.
Cameron Dallas.
Cameron Dallas and Dallas. What's better than that?
Yeah, that's the American dream.
That's what America's all about.
Do you think that I would bet that they're filming Chasing Cameron season 2 when
most certainly
MacCon tour starts?
Absolutely.
We got to get that show.
We got a while out.
I mean, we have to do it to him.
Yeah. She know what she doing.
She know what she doing. I bet he'll still be singing that song too.
Absolutely.
That'll still be the only song that he knows. You know what she doing.
Oh, dude, that song's so lit.
Yeah, and in case people don't follow our social media exploits, we're big Chasing Cameron guys too.
Dude, we should definitely commentary track all of Chasing Cameron.
I think that's where how we're going to fill the off season. Honestly, I see.
Drag Race Chasing Cameron doubleheader show. Oh, you know what she's doing.
So what even? Okay, so Jack Stone, he's gone. The rose ceremony, guys got sent home. Who cares?
Iggy and a bunch of other guys.
Yeah. I think Anthony. They done fucked up and didn't give Anthony a rose.
Yeah, they done fucked up.
So then they cross the pond and go to Finland.
Oh yes.
So you guys got to fill in these next two because actually something came up. And I missed Brian's one-on-one date and the handball group date. So
he was just really cliche and
it was just the usual Brian
smooch.
business.
He was just like, oh, I've never met a woman like you, and I want something real, and then he would just suck face with her.
Yeah,
that's about
he mostly
par for
just
the
made out
course.
with her.
She did say, he's handsome, he's attentive, and all this stuff. And she was like, so why is he single? So I'm like, I bet you he's like serial killer.
Actually, no. Like I've been reading about him like on the subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
People have been. They've been okay. So this one guy made this post defending him and like talk about some like kind of double standards. Like here's a comment: double standard. Has Peter gone on a reality show called The Player? Was he sued for insurance fraud? Was he forced to pay $20,000 in fines after mistreating a toddler patient?
Nice.
Has he hawked a pyramid scheme drugs on his Instagram? Did he call Rachel sloppy seconds? Did he date a woman 15 years his junior and then shame Rachel and Dean for dating with a 6-year gap? Has he dated other women within the franchise? No, there's no double standard. So yeah, that's all the dirt on.
Yeah, Brian is very unpopular. I also browsed the Bachelor subreddit after the most recent episodes, and I realized that Brian is not very well liked.
Really?
Over in
I've
those
never
parts.
been on the subreddit.
Yeah, no, they do not like. They love Peter.
Yeah, Peter's a nice guy.
I think Peter's a good dude.
I respect
He's
him.
a swell man. So what even did they do on their like? What was the date?
It was just some dumb shit. I don't even remember.
Some
All they
dumb
did was
shit.
they just made out. Really, I think they sat on a
Alright.
pier or some shit.
That sounds like a thing that they would do in this franchise.
Yeah, go to the
Sitting
pier
on piers.
and smooch.
So and then they go to the handball group date.
Yeah.
Fill me in on that one.
It was just the general competitive. It was like the basketball one
Everyone, yeah, it was like the basketball one, except
without
Peter
the
was-
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, so that wasn't fun. They all wore like singlets and looked like assholes. And the 17-year-old handball team was laughing at him for looking like assholes because they were all wearing like gym shorts. all these guys were,
Damn dirty casuals.
yeah, they were casuals.
Casual. And I know that all I know about what happened after the day was that Rachel was with Peter for 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, in the hot tub.
That's where you're like I don't know like usually this show the guys come and steal her.
Mm-hmm.
Did no one like? Is it that predetermined that Peter's gonna win? That the guys are just like not bothering even. Like
Yeah.
I just don't get that.
Yeah, I think
3.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like the entire night?
Yeah, Peter came back and he was wearing his suit and he had his hair looking all nice. So I was like, okay, Pete.
Peter cleans up.
Yeah, Peter, good looking
Cleans up.
man, that Peter.
But she gave, who did she give the she gave the group date rose to someone else. I know.
Oh God, who was it?
Just to be. I feel like it might have been Will. Like I came at the very
yeah,
end.
I think it was Will. Yeah.
It's basically just be
you're
like,
right.
does everyone know who won the date? But she's like, gave it out of pity. Gave it to someone else.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
So
No,
then
it was-
the main event, the one we've all been waiting for.
Oh yes.
2-on-1 date with Kenny and Lee.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in Finland still, and they got some really cold field.
Mm-hmm.
Field, they're all very cold.
It looked like the Princess Bride scene where, you know the one, the inconceivable. Yeah.
And basically, Lee and Kenny do the same thing they've been doing, where
Just call him a snake.
yeah, basically, yeah, he's a snake. Then Lee just made up a entirely new story about him like grabbing him from some van.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen. If that, yeah, they're like sitting in a van like going somewhere, and like apparently like he says that Kenny tried to like grab him out.
Yeah, but yank him out of a van.
It wouldn't, but they 100% would have showed that if that had happened. That's not something they would have edited it out.
And Rachel would have certainly been told by a producer.
Well, I honestly don't know how much they tell because like obviously, it's obvious that Lee's been lying, but
I feel like if there was an assault that happened, you know, Rachel would be aware of it.
You know, whom knows?
Knows?
They didn't break up like half unconscious drunken sex. So
that's true. Yeah.
So I think you have high expectations of the producers for this series.
Maybe they're not as good of people as I thought they might be.
Maybe not. So then Lee.
Yeah,
Rachel talks to Kenny and tells him what Lee told her. Then he comes back. He's like broken. Like I think like Lee broke Kenny.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny.
He's like whistling, like laughing.
Yeah.
He's like saying like random sounds. I don't even remember what, but he was broken.
Yeah, crazy how Kenny got a damage tattoo on his forehead in that very short amount of time he was off with Rachel.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So then the episode breaks, come into episode 6, and it was pretty like climatic. Rachel just chooses. She says she trusts Lee and doesn't. No, she trusts Kenny and does not trust Lee.
And Kenny was supposed to get in the copter, but he instead decided to shoot on a bitch.
He had to finish him off.
Yeah, he had to go.
Which wasn't a good idea, I don't think.
No, I think that reflected rather poorly on Kenny King. But after
all he had to do was just walk in, get into the helicopter, not say a word.
Maybe you could do a bit of a little bitchy wave, but he didn't need to be talking shit.
One thing, like we're talking about 2-on-1 dates. We have several things to talk about, but first one is that I love every 2-on-1 date in the series is that they always like leave the person that's going home just gets left. Like they almost always leave in a helicopter or something. The best one ever was in Ben's season with the date with Olivia and one of the twins because they hated her, and he sent Olivia home, and they were just like on some like little island, a tiny little island. Like Olivia's like bawling with her like with her weird mouth and everything, and like it's like there's a storm coming, so like they had to get leave anyway. So like there's like really high speed winds. They just like leave her like crying on an island.
That's pretty great.
It was pretty awesome. Did you watch that season, Jacob? Ben Higgins.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
I think I saw like the finale episode. I wasn't really into the show then.
You hate to see that was a good season. I like that one. Anyways, and then we got to talk about, so the big storyline here was the racism between Lee and Kenny.
Yeah.
Bachelor Nation is not happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I read apparently Lee was not auditioned. He was scouted on social media, so.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I read. So.
And then they say they didn't see his tweets. They didn't know about them.
Yeah, that's
Explain yourself, Chris Harrison.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in there. Picking someone who has a problematic past on the, the debut of the first Black Bachelorette.
I would be interested to see like how it would have played out if the tweets hadn't been unearthed.
Yeah, I think
because I mean I think that's where the real outrage. Cause, I mean like his race in the show is weird because like it was never besides that one conversation about like
it was alluded to, but it was never like Dean alluded to it and Will I think confronted.
Yeah, and they had a conversation. Then he's like, I don't. Then talking about like how like the history of calling black men.
Yeah, Lee was
aggressive
like,
to justify, and then like, I don't believe in the race card.
Yeah, something like that. Which I think
wasn't a good, but like.
Yeah, people would have been upset about that, but if a million tweets about all the other stuff hadn't come out, I think people would have been a bit not forgiving, but.
It wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah, it would have been a different situation.
So yeah, I mean, it was just joyless. Honestly, this whole feud between him and Kenny and everyone else is just kind of joyless. Like,
yeah, it was just like, we know.
It'd be one thing if he just got on some like huge racist rant or something.
Yeah,
it was just kind of like subtle but not subtle. But I don't know. Yeah. It wasn't fun to watch.
If he would have like called Kenny boy or something like that,
If he'd said the N-word, that would have been very good television. I'll
It
say
would have
that.
been good. I mean,
It would have been morally
crazy.
It would have been a good.
Would have been
moment for
terrible,
NBC.
but
It would have been very entertaining to watch.
it would have been very entertaining to watch Kenny murder Lee after Lee says the N-word.
That we did not get that at all.
Nope.
So instead, they go back to. Oh, and then Kenny he FaceTimes his daughter and he cries.
Yeah. Kind of weird to film that.
Well, they just wanted to. I mean, that's kind of his
Yeah.
narrative is that he has a daughter.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah, what happens this episode?
rose ceremony is that then Josiah gets sent home. And
Yeah, that was a shocker.
I'm gonna miss him. I liked his way of his inflection, his tone of talk, his speech.
Mhm.
When he's narrated everything.
Yeah, I like Josiah.
That was always a treat for me to hear that.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna miss I'm gonna miss him on the show. I mean, obviously he was if you go back to the preview episode, he was my pick to win. So
Yeah. I think me and Jacob picked Mario.
yeah, and I mean,
yeah.
not knowing what we know now, that was a good pick.
Yeah. Yeah, Josiah being eliminated was very weird, I thought. Oh well.
So then they just go a few miles to Denmark
Oh yeah.
next, and then the one-on-one date with Eric. So first they take a boat tour of Copenhagen.
Yeah. This won me over on Eric.
Yeah, his voice is still annoying to me,
Uh-huh.
but he's very fun.
Yeah, I didn't like complainy Eric, but then when he was on this date, I was like, oh, I can see why Rachel would like this guy. He seems fun.
Yeah, no, it's a big glow up for him because that one, it was the second episode. He was
Yeah.
he's already in his own head. He looked like he was a goner.
Oh yeah, he looks all paranoid.
Yeah, he's paranoid. He's I need to know that you're here for me or whatever. It's what? This is the second episode. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird.
But somehow he was able to stay on.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean they went on to the amusement park. It's I don't even know what it was, but it's apparently the second most attended park in the world. So
yeah,
that's a cool Denmark fact.
Cool Denmark fact. Boy Time
Yeah.
podcast sponsored by Denmark.
If I knew any other facts about them, we could
Yeah.
I don't even know how to make a slogan for them.
The Denmark
Isn't
tourism board.
Denmark where Lego started? That's another Denmark fact.
Wow, even if that's not true, it is now.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, the Denmark, the official
Trust
home of
me.
Lego.
But the park that we're at did not look to be Legoland.
It
Well,
did
no.
not.
That's
It was
because that's
not.
in California.
But I
California
think
is
there's
Denmark.
there's other there's other Disney parks. There's other Legolands.
True. There's really only I think there's only 3.
Denmark is Legoland.
I gotta look it
Just all of it.
I know there's that one at the Grapevine Mall. I know
That
it's
doesn't
not
count.
It's not. I know it's not a real Legoland, but they have a big Lego thing.
I've been to the real Legoland. I know it.
Me too. I went there too.
Boy Time
Dude, the
podcast
one in-
sponsored
the
by
one in,
Lego.
I was in
the one in
grade
California?
5th. Yeah, it's not in San Diego, but it's an hour drive
Yeah.
out of it or something like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Legoland's so lit.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's one
Really?
in Denmark too.
The more
Yeah.
you know.
All right. So, yeah. The more we.
It's
more
the
we
original
know.
one, actually.
The OG.
The San Diego one was not the OG.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If they're the birthplace of Legos and everything.
True. Well, I figured San Diego is closer to the people.
The people.
There's people in
Tourists.
Denmark.
Closer to the tourists.
We're ethnocentrist here on the Indie Heads podcast. America first.
The Indie Heads podcast.
Oh shit!
What's up, guys? It's me, Maddie.
I'm in bed with 2 women. With 2 podcasts. So
Yeah. Wilfred
I
Bros.
apologize for that unprofessionalism right there. Anyways, but yeah, we're
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Music is Good podcast. We're going to
Music
talk
is
about
Bad podcast.
listening to.
Sufjan
taking a sip
Stevens.
of mics.
Oh,
Anyways,
yummy.
it's a good beverage.
It's the official drink of what now?
Just drink of Go For It and Hell Yeah, and
Why not?
yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not?
So they're on their group date with Eric. He talks about how his mom didn't give him enough love, which is why he doesn't feel capable of opening up and accepting love, or some bullshit like that. And it worked on Rachel.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there with like these like two like big ass burgers. And they didn't touch like them at all the entire date because they never do.
Nope. Can't eat. Not
It's there for aesthetic purposes only.
aesthetic.
That's like a joke I've made before. Is that like I want to go on a tour of Europe and like eat burgers in every major city, and like decide which European city has the best American food.
Just go. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hamburg in Germany might have some good hamburgers, but
We'll find out.
we'll find out. Boy time road trip Europe edition.
Euro trip.
Europe trip.
Yee.
Yee.
So
Go hit up
moving. He gets the group. He gets the date rose.
Yep.
And they go on a roller coaster after drinking wine and eating the burgers, which would be fun.
If he would have just puked, he would have been the goat.
That would have been a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, and then they have the Viking date.
That was weird.
Yeah. So they've been teasing that in all the teasers. They've been showing that Kenny with a bloody eye.
Bloody-
Yeah, I knew it was going to be something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a time-honored tradition of the franchise that they always have some like sound bite and like visual of like someone like with like some kind of injury, and they make it look like it's like in some like big altercation, and usually it's just like a normal accident.
Do you think they intentionally were like, yeah, let's give him the shield so that way someone will get fucking a bruise or a big ass cut or something like
I mean,
that?
I think they just sword and
Oh, yeah.
shield. I mean, that's just a standard
Mhm.
dueling.
Adam got fucked up more than Kenny did. He got a
Yeah, that's the thing.
giant
They
gash.
never showed.
Yeah, because there's no drama with
Adam's-
Adam. So
Yeah, because no, he doesn't. He has. There's Adam Jr. and that's it for him. So
his whole character is just a puppet.
yeah, somehow he's made this far.
Yeah.
Who gets it?
We got to get Adam to the top 3 so that Jr. can join
Adam-
in on the
Well, then,
overnight.
that wouldn't be fair though, because it'd be 4 people in the fantasy suites.
Oh,
So be a little unfair about the
AJ
process.
can watch.
That's
So-
they show, it cuts out of the of them when they get to the hotel room. It just shows AJ watching through the window.
I forget what the deal with the puppet is. Like, is he like a ventriloquist or some shit, or is he just like
No,
No,
a
he
He's
just
puppet?
had a
brought it
puppet.
with a friend.
He just had a puppet.
He's like, here's a puppet I own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's sometimes I think they like, give them props, like the producers, like if they don't have like some like intro planned already,
Yeah.
just like give them some prop or like some random thing.
Like, here's
It's
a-
like, all right,
here's a
this is your thing
penguin
this season.
costume.
So I wonder if that was just like the producers like, yeah, this guy looks like a puppet guy.
Yeah, just give him the puppet.
Anyways, what's his name? Kenny and Adam
Yeah, they
fight,
get fucked up.
duel for Rachel's heart, and Sir Kenny wins out.
Sir Kenny. Dean
He's the
sucked.
champion. What?
Dean sucked at these.
Dean's, yeah, probably. He's tiny.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not. He's like 6'4" or something. Like
He's a
Oh,
skinny
he's
really?
deceptively
boy,
tall. I've heard. But anyway, and Adam just got they got wounds of war
though. Yeah, they got
in the
bonked.
fight. And then they have the cocktail party that night.
Mhm.
Kenny starts having second thoughts about being on the show, missing his daughter, and him and Rachel mutually decide to go separate ways. He goes home.
Very disappointing, but understandable.
Sad.
Sad. But yeah, that must be the most like mutual exit I've seen on the show in a while, maybe ever.
Yeah.
They're just both like, yeah. He's like, you should probably be with your
Yeah,
daughter.
this
It's like,
sucks.
it's like, yeah, it's probably like he's like, if I'm going to bring my daughter in this, I need like literal confirmation that we will get married.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was like, what the fuck? I have like 7 or 8 guys here. So he's like, you can just. It's great to meet you. So pour one out for Kenny. I think he was a fan favorite among us. I know among this
we love-
podcast.
Love Kenny. Love Kenny. Still love Kenny. Go see him if there's a Ring of Honor show near you.
Kenny Kenny's welcome on this podcast any and every time.
We
If you want to
tweeted
become
him.
a member,
Yeah, we tweeted him, told him we
You
loved
did?
him, and he faved our tweet. So
we're in basically.
we're in base. So Kenny is basically the new fourth mic because Grant Baker
Wait,
died.
when did that happen?
That happened like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
You're the one who sent it?
What?
No. Gav, you're the one who sent
Oh.
Yeah. I sent him. I was
Like,
drunk and I was
hold
like, yeah,
on.
fuck.
Yeah.
I was drunk and I was rewatching the episode from a couple weeks ago.
You're
And I was like,
rewatching the
dude,
episode?
Kenny's the fucking man. Yeah, I had
He
to
really
rewatch
is.
him. Yeah. So I decided to
Really?
tweet him, tell him we loved him.
This is some dedication
Wow, that's
right there.
crazy. He was the only person that likes that tweet too.
Damn.
DeMario is still wiling on Twitter. He's all like, "He's like Dean for The Bachelor. I hung out that dude once, and he's the real deal."
I'd let
All
DeMario
right.
ruin my life.
DeMario, please come on the podcast and let's get this campaign for Dean to be the next Bachelor. Let's get it rolling.
I mean, Sex J has to be the next Bachelor, but Dean can go after that.
Yeah, well, it'll be a tough. I mean, it's two very good but different roads the producers can take for the next Bachelor.
That's true.
Two very
true.
different but equally valid options. So, all right. So, how about this one-on-one date with Will? They walk across the border to Sweden, and they do stuff.
Yeah, they do. Stuff.
It was a very uneventful date.
Yeah, what happens is that Will was smiling and nice, and then they're standing at that castle, like looking over the entire country of Sweden, and Will doesn't kiss her, and Rachel, she wanted him to kiss her, so
Here's
was
my
unhappy.
issue with that. Here's my issue with that is that at that point, it would be a little naturally awkward to try and pull all these moves, and this is like the first time they've
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
been
be
alone.
like, I mean, like
See-
I'll add it up to the second date, just like I'll add all their previous interactions as one date. So I mean, like that thing is like that. I felt for Will in this date just because that would totally be me.
I'm very
Yeah.
on Team Will in this situation.
Like
Yeah,
I would
same.
have been there like, oh, it's like it's so cool. We're hanging out in Sweden. We're at this beautiful castle.
Yeah, he's just
like looking at the
enjoying
city.
himself. He's not.
It's like this is a great. He like in his mind, he's like, this is a great date. This is a great
Yeah.
day. But then
Like,
Rachel, like in her head, it's like, this is a terrible date. Why won't he kiss me?
He
and
was
then, like,
trying.
he
He wasn't trying to play the game like everyone else is.
Yeah,
he was
the
just
show-
enjoying himself.
The show
wasn't even playing the
rewards
game,
people
like-
who are like,
I know, but like,
I'm in love with you on like the first date, you know? I'm falling in love with you or whatever. And Will was just like a normal ass date. Like,
yeah,
I think the thing is
Here's
that's like
the deal.
she never told him like she like never like verbalizing his concerns. It's like, he didn't kiss me. He's got to go.
yeah.
yeah. The thing is that like, the guys that get one-on-one dates in the second half of the show get screwed over because
Yeah,
she
she-
expects them to make moves that they are not going to make.
Like Brian will, because he's like already gotten like 17 dates with her, but Will.
Well, yeah,
like,
he went in on the first night.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's a pervert, but. But Will, like, fucking. That was like the first time he got to like hang out with her, so. You know.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
You
You
hate
really do hate to see it.
I'm Team Justice for Will. So.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, he wasn't the most interesting guy, but he was a nice
But
guy. I mean,
he's a nice
he's a
Yeah,
good. My
that's
daughter
screwed.
can roll with him any day.
I like.
All of our
And
daughters.
also, like, the thing is, like, that's the thing that screwed him over. Is that, like, previously he said, like, he is like a passionate person,
Yeah.
physical
yeah.
person. So she's, I guess, expecting that from him.
Yeah, he's just not.
And he also like
comfortable.
went on about how like.
But he's not a
he normally
creep, so he's not going to do it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he also talks about he's like normally dates white girls.
Yeah, that didn't help.
That didn't help us. I mean, like, it's understandable. And also just a kind of a weird societal thing. I've just noticed that like it's normal for like black guys to date white girls, but like white guys don't date many black girls.
Jack Stone.
Jack Stone. But I mean that's neither here nor there. Just anyways,
Just wanted to say Jack Stone again because we'll never say it again.
poor one. I think he's gonna be on Paradise. He was or is
He
going
is.
to
Oh,
be on
probably.
Paradise.
Jesus.
Yeah, they want some more of Jack Stone on camera.
Look, they paid a lot of money for this robot. They gotta get some more use out of
They
him.
gotta get it some more. So then,
It's creepy, dude.
Yeah, he's a creep.
so Rachel sends Will's ass home.
Yeah, sad. Hate to see it.
You really, that one was just because I could see myself in that position. Like, and he thought he was
Absolutely.
doing everything right, and then
Absolutely.
in her mind, she's like nitpicking everything. Not fun. Not cool, Rachel. So then finally, we have the rose ceremony, and
Yes.
this is a moment in this year event because the episode didn't end with a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Good.
They finished it with,
Finally.
like a normal schedule with the rose ceremony. And she bafflingly sends home Alex, the sexy Russian guy.
Yeah, the cutest
And-
cutie on the show.
And so now we only have 6 guys left, and one of them is Adam with the doll, who we don't know anything else about.
And Matt.
And Matt, he has like some like weird hair plugs.
He's just nothing. We know nothing about Matt.
It's like some kind of like construction. Like, I don't think he's a construction worker, but he like works in the industry or something. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
Gun to my head, he lives in Chicago. I don't know.
Something
I
like
really
that.
don't know. We don't know anything about. The theory is that like she's like sending guys home that she knows that she likes, but doesn't want to end up with earlier.
Yeah, so she doesn't
So it's
get
like
connected.
respectable.
because like right now it seems like Peter, Brian, and Dean are the front runners.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Of course.
So other guys that she likes but doesn't think no she's not going to end up with. She's just sending home to make it
Yeah.
easier, and then she's keeping around Adam and Matt just
For fun.
just like
Just to see the puppet.
basically fill out the roster basically.
Yeah.
Fill out the spots.
Some cans of squash later
They're
on.
the backups. they're the 6th man.
The 6th man.
Bench players. So yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, probably get a one-on date. Well, actually, like almost guaranteed get a one-on-one date with one of them next week.
Hopefully.
I'm
Adam.
gonna guess he's more handsome than Matt, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives in Dallas. And that's probably another thing with Adam is that like
Oh, yeah.
he lives in Dallas, so it's just like logistically, it's just like at least theoretically, it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like she could actually date him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna look for an Adam one-on-one next week, and maybe he's awesome. We don't know.
I hope
We
so.
don't-
I hope so.
That would be. I don't
See.
care about Matt though.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
That was 6 hours of The Bachelorette condensed.
To 40
God,
minutes.
God
Yeah.
damn, that's so much. So yeah,
So much
So-
wasted time.
We could have watched all the original Star Wars trilogy if we wanted to.
sorry, God, oh,
Wow.
goddamn, okay. We could have watched Raw and saw
We could
our
have.
boy fucking LeVar Ball.
Yeah, we could have just watched LeVar Ball on Raw like 400
Gavin, I know
times.
you're like an actual wrestling head. So
I am.
what are your feelings about LeVar Ball? Like I know I
He-
checked on Square
dude.
Circle and people did not like him, but
He is legitimately perfect for wrestling. Like
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like
he should stay in wrestling.
he's the perfect heel.
Absolutely. He
That
should,
like that. I mean, from start to finish, that was like 9 minutes of pure electricity.
absolutely. He took
Like-
his shirt off and his son said the N word
Boy,
like
you're
17
making
times.
me so angry. That was perfect.
He was amazing. He was brilliant. I hope he comes back every time they're in LA.
And then the Miz, it's been like, no mouth, I want you. You're doing a lot of this, but not backing it up. That's
So
perfect.
good. Beautiful. Beautiful work by
I think
LeVar Ball.
after watching Glow and seeing that like 10 minutes, I'm a wrestling guy now.
Oh no, Will, buddy.
I mean that's entertainment right there. Like,
I mean it is, but
I mean, The Bachelorette, that's just love.
that's snack.
Everyone love. But the wrestling, that's art.
Did you know that Rachel had gotten a snack of Adam, but Adam wanted to give her the whole kitchen?
Did he
That was
say that?
terrible.
He did say that.
Did he say?
Oh my goodness.
He said that.
I must have missed that. That's the worst thing anyone's
Yeah,
ever
I
said
typed it in the
franchise.
group chat, and Jacob also said, "Wait, did he actually say that?" And I had to reiterate.
That's just
Yes.
that's an Adam thing. Like he just says things, and it's like you
All
see his
right.
mouth moving, and like all you're thinking is like, hey, that's the guy with the puppet.
Oh yeah, but I'm starting to love him.
I mean, he's another Dallas boy. We got to get him on the show.
Yeah, we got to get the Dallas boys up in here.
We got to get. I mean, who all is from Dallas? Adam, Jack Stone, and Fred.
Fred, yeah,
If we can get the 3 of them on the show, that'd be perfect, man.
they can just have a boy time spinoff.
I miss Fred. Fred was a nice guy, man.
Fred was
He was a great boy.
yeah. He
Then
was a good boy.
Rachel just couldn't get over it.
Nope,
She
He's
couldn't
not a
get over
child.
herself.
not a
That's what
child.
that's what she couldn't get over. It was herself.
Yeah, that's shame on you, Rachel Lindsay.
All right, so we'll be back for another episode next week. Hopefully, we'll be able to
Apparently,
get it out.
I guess.
We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Actually, I don't think there's an episode this week.
Oh yeah, there's a rerun.
Yes, it's
Because of the July.
Fourth
I
weekend.
mean, it's
July.
technically the 3rd, but yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll get on Wednesday this time. Normal schedule.
Mhm.
And until next time.
It's board time.